Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we're doing a review for Knott's Berry Farm. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe for more videos, and let's get straight into the review. So sadly we're going to start off with saying that Ghost Rider, the park's wooden roller coaster, was not operating while I was there, and as it's quite difficult to review a roller coaster which is broken, it will be left out. We can though review their newest roller coaster which opened this year in 2018, and that is Hang Time. This ride is actually really enjoyable. It has a great colour scheme, it really pops and looks really photogenic as well. It's generally a really nice ride and a really nice area of the park to be in, probably because it's quite new. Let's start discussing some of the ride details. So really enjoy the little pre-drop section where you're just pretty much reenacting what you do on a B&M dive coaster, but I will be honest, I think it's a little bit scary on this one for whatever reason. I don't know quite why, but I was there like, whoa, at the top, whereas it usually doesn't bother me. The drop itself is really good fun. The rising versions, you actually get quite a bit of hang time in some of them, probably why it's called Hang Time in the name of the ride. You actually go through some of them really slowly, which is really good fun. There's a little bit of airtime as well at certain points of this ride. Overall, the throughput, the capacity, everything like that, and the operations are all really good as well. There was hardly a queue for it as well early in the day, which was great. Managed to get on it a couple of times before people really started to get into the park. Not that it was that busy all day, but it's probably a good place to start as any. Overall, really good start to this park's roller coaster lineup. Moving on from that, we have Silver Bullet, which is the park's B&M invert. This ride is again really photogenic, really pretty. It has a really cool paint job on it. I also actually really like the name. Don't know why it's important to this review, but I do. Silver Bullet's a really cool name. For this part of the ride, it was probably the helix towards the end. It's really enforceful, really intense, but then again the drop's good. Loop's really cool. It has obviously the incredibly photogenic and kind of famous and iconic photo of the Cobra roll over the front gate, which yes, I did take a photo of, but okay, it's okay. Yeah, really good ride, really enjoyable. Anyway, let's move on to the last major roller coaster at this park, and that's the Accelerator, which is the park's accelerating roller coaster. And this is, again, really, really good. It has a forceful, short, quick, exciting launch, good top hat element, cool, good, tall drop, like over 200 feet or so. And then it keeps going for a couple of bank turns, and you hit the brakes. It's pretty much what South at Fort Park should have been built as, and it opened before South as well, so a little bit of a dig at South there, but yeah, it's a really good ride, really bit of a wake up call to you if you're feeling a bit tired. Yeah, definitely forceful, definitely has some force with it. Really good, really enjoyed it. Anyway, let's move on to some of the park's family roller coasters, which is kind of what makes up the rest of the park's lineup, which isn't that bad a thing. They have some really good lineup rides here. So we have like Sierra Sidewinder, which is really good, very fun, spinning roller coaster, excellent stuff. Pony Express, which is also really good fun, admittedly a bit short, but still enjoyable. The cars are also a little bit strange with like the kind of pony seat kind of design, but again, it feels safe, feels comfortable, good stuff. Then you have like Jaguar, which is admittedly not that intense a ride, but still actually quite good fun. Even if my friend couldn't find the entrance for it and ended up climbing over the pyramid station thing, which was quite funny. Overall, yeah, again, some enjoyable rides there. They also have Montezuma's Revenge, which is pretty much the roller coaster tycoon shuttle coaster. So if you want to know what that was like from the game in real life, really cool. As it happens, really good fun, really enjoyable. Other than that, there isn't that much to talk about. They do have a wild mouse, but it's nothing particularly interesting or special. They have some good flat rides and some decent-ish water rides. I was expecting more from the log flume. I've heard some really good things about it. It's incredibly well themed, and there's some really cool attention to detail and animatronics and stuff like that, but it's not amazing. They also have Journey to Ride and Reef again, which is actually a really cool looking facade of a ride. I was really looking forward to it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And I will be honest, I was left a little bit disappointed. I'm not a huge fan of 3D kind of shooter rides. They're not terrible or anything like that. They're not really my cup of tea. I prefer the 2D ones massively. But anyway, other than having quite a weird train car where like the front half of it gets pushed in towards you, which is I've never really seen before anywhere else on anything. Yeah, it's still really good fun. Moving on to like the food sections of this park, and I will be honest, didn't really have that much to eat. Had like a pizza and stuff like that, which was okay. Can't really give you too much like indication of how good the food is at the park as a total, because it's kind of all we kind of really had and stuff like that. But it was all right. Yeah, I mean, not something I'm particularly like going to go into any real great depth about, unfortunately. Though, I did think the park was clean, tidy. I think it's also really pretty and picturesque. There's a lot of great female elements and stuff like that. Clearly, a lot of effort has been put into this place. Also, especially with like the ghost town kind of area of it, which is just really, really, really kind of cool. Kind of feels very authentic, and generally is what the park is kind of built around when it opened in like the 1920s and stuff like that. So really cool, very historic part of the park, which is pretty sweet. Thought car parking was a little bit meh, with the fact that it's kind of massively away from the park and a bit of a short walk to get there. But overall, nothing too bad. Staff were pretty decent. Generally speaking, really nice day, really nice weather. Thought there could be more shade as well if you're going to have a bit of criticism or fans or cool like misters in the queue lines. But overall, the park's operations and stuff like that were really good. So it wasn't a huge problem. Obviously, feel free to leave your thoughts and comments about Knott's Berry Farm below in the comment section. And hopefully I will catch you guys on the next video. And enjoy this one. Right, goodbye.